Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and happy birthday Riff Clown. We got a note from Riff Clown's wife, which is great to tell us about his birthday. Riff Clown is a great friend of the channel. He's one of our moderators, I believe, but much more than that, he's I think the leading light in the Skunkworks community who've developed Sudoku settings so much. And Riff Clown has a couple, well, maybe he has no specialities. He has a lot of skills, and one of the skills he has, as well as, I think the first time he contacted us was when he'd created with Tallcat, created lockout lines as an idea. But anyway, he's an innovator, but he's also, and this is great, a specialist in some of the very classic forms of Sudoku. So here today we have a killer Sudoku, and in addition there's some given digits, which is great to see, but there's also only one cage total for the 4 cages in the puzzle. It's a really simple rule set, and we do like bringing you those occasionally. I know I've done a few lately with long rule sets, but this one is a short rule set, which will have very big letters in the card above my head shortly. Anyway, we'll have a look at that. It's a promising puzzle because it's highly rated, and thanks very much to Riff Clown's wife for letting us know, and happy birthday, Riff Clown. Now, enjoy your days with some of the marvellous stuff on offer from Cracking the Cryptic, like the Sudoku hunt that is currently out on Patreon. April Foolery. Not only do you get to solve 10 puzzles, 9 with something wrong with them, but you then, if you solve them all, you get the chance to win the amazing cushion cover made by Emily Williams to offer as a prize. What a generous soul she is, and is fantastic. Thank you so much. What a skillful person as well. Thank you so much to Emily for creating that, and good luck with the competition. Now there's other stuff on Patreon that you would enjoy, crosswords, connections videos, something like that, more Sudoku. So do consider joining our Patreon. It would be kind of you, and it helps support the channel and keep it going. We've also, of course, got all of our apps, which are fantastic value for money ways of passing your time, and we recommend them very highly. There is a killer Sudoku app, as well as our latest Fog of War. And of course, there's all of our merchandise, including the wonderful Secret Squared t-shirt, which is available now. And there's SVEN'S Sudoku Pad. They're on the links under the video. But the first link is to this puzzle, which is called Todayly, which is a sort of mixture of today and every day, I guess, by Riff Clown. I don't know quite what that implies, but I do know that it's a lovely looking puzzle. Massive amount of symmetry. And the rules are unutterably simple. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 goes in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Digits may not repeat in a cage, and a cage sums to the total given, which in each case is 39. The rule could have said, digits may not repeat in a cage, and a cage sums to 39. Anyway, give it a try on that first link under the video. I'm longing to see what we're going to find out in this puzzle, because Riff Clown always has something good in store for us. I'm going to restart the clock and say, let's get cracking. So, an 8-cell cage. This is an 8-cell cage, and it adds up to 39. So I get to share the secret with you quickly. The secret is what the sum total... Well, the secret is normally what the sum total of every row, column, and box is. But in this case, it's what is the sum total of 1 to 9. Now, by the rules, that amounts to the same thing. But the answer is 45. And if you have 8 of the Sudoku digits and they add up to 39, it means the other Sudoku digit is the difference between 39 and 45, and that is 6. So what that means is in these 8-cell cages, 6 is not present. Now, when I said these 8-cell cages, I thought all of these similarly shaped cages were 8 cells, but they're not. Sorry. These two are 8 cells. These two are only 6 cells. Ah, that's even better. Right. 6 cells adding up to 39, and remember the digits have to be different in a cage. That is part of the rules. Well, if you count maybe the simplest way to understand what are the 6 digits in a 39 cage is to say what is missing from 45 and how many digits does that encompass. So the difference again between 45 and 39 is 6, and this time the difference between 6 digits and all 9 Sudoku digits is 3. So there are 3 digits missing from these cages and they add up to 6. So they must be 1, 2 and 3. So let's go mad with the pencil marking. The contents of these cages is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And this 8, oh look, it sees all of those cells. It sees these ones in the box, that one in the row, that one in the column. So we can remove 8 from all of those, and the 8 in the cage we can write in, and we get a digit in the grid. And the symmetry, I think, there is actually a lot of symmetry in this puzzle. The placement of the givens is almost sort of entirely symmetric. It just changes a bit in box 8 where it becomes only mirror symmetric in one direction. But anyway, the 5 there is symmetric with the 8. We can remove 5 from all those cells and put a 5 in here. Actually, now we can decide where the 8 goes in this cage because it doesn't appear in rows 4 and 5 where we already have 8s. It appears there. Can we do the 5? Yes, look. 5 in the other cage can't be in those cells, so 5 goes there, and we're away. Well, this isn't too bad. Now, I feel I might sneeze soon. That would be appalling to do on camera. Anyway, in this row we have a 4, 6, 7, 9 quad in row 5. So the other digits in the row are 1, 2 and 3. Why do I feel that the giveaway digits are going to end now? Sorry, I was trying to write a 5 into one of those 2 cells. 8, 8. Yes, the symmetry continues. I think I'm a bit more stuck now. What? Got 4 digits in the grid. Felt pleased with oneself. Spent a long time thinking about the next digit. That could be the epitaph on today's puzzle. 7 can't be there. That's just a bit of Sudoku pencil marking. 6 can't be there. 4, 6, 7 and 9 are these variables that... Okay, let's look at the bigger cages. And remember, 6 can't go in these cages. So we're trying to place the other digits. So the 4 here sees all of those cells. So there's either a 4 here or in one of those 2. Now, do the 4, 6, 7, 9. No. I was just thinking that's a set of 4, 6, 7, 9. Do they all see that cell? But they don't. Those 2 could both be 4s, and that would allow this to be a 4. I don't know, these cages are a bit awkward shapes. They traverse several boxes. 4 in the central box is confined to one of those. I'm fighting against a thought about colouring 4, 6, 7, 9. Oh, hang on, 3 can't go in those cells. Right, 3 in this cage, where it must exist, because every digit is in this cage apart from 6. 3 is in one of those 3 cells. Now, that's interesting. Okay, they all see that cell, so whichever one of these is a 3, this can't be a 3 in the middle. Well, that is interesting. So that's not a 3. I don't really want to leave that pencil mark there because it will suddenly confuse me. I'll look in this box and say, oh, there's only one position marked for 3. So I'm taking that out, but I'm going to try and remember that 3 is confined. Now, what about 3 down here? None of those can be 3. So 3 is in... this cannot be 3 either because it's seen by all of those again. They don't just see that cell, they see that cell as well. Wherever 3 is here, it couldn't be here. Perfect. So now 3 can't be in that cell. This 3 is ruling out all of these cells from being 3. So we can place 3 in the lower cage. That is really pretty. That is Riff Clown all over, by the way. Now we can ask where, in fact, we could have asked a moment ago, where does 3 go in the central box? Remember that pattern of 3s that prevents it being there? It must now be in one of those two. So that's bounced back and eliminated that cell as a possibility, which is very cool. Now 3 in the in this box, in box 6, has to be in the final column. And that is going to give us a 3 in row 7, column 7. Isn't that strange? Isn't it? I don't know, it feels strange. Maybe you just go, yeah, that's natural. That's what's going to happen. Come on, Mark. To me, it feels a bit supernatural, but I'm a fanciful guy. Now, 4. That's what I was saying. 4 can't be in any of... Why was 3 so good? I'll tell you why 3 was so good, because there were 2 givens of 3s. So it was an important digit to focus on. Now, 5 in this cage. Look, 5 can't go there or there or there or there. I can place 5. And 5 is good because we've got lots of 5s again. I mean, it's a very natural thing, but it does matter. Focus on the digits that you've got the most of in the puzzle, especially in classics or straight killers, because they'll tell you something. Now, how about 5 in this cage? And I'm going to look at 8s in a moment as well. 5 can't go in those two. That 5 says not there. And annoyingly, that is not quite as powerful as I was hoping for in this cage. Oh no, I was about to announce 5 can't go there, but it's not only not helpful, it's not true, because 5 could go there if there was a 5 there. Okay, let's look at 8 in this cage, because 8 is ruled, yes. 8 is ruled out of all of those cells by the placed 8s. So we get 2 cells for 8 in that cage. I wonder if there's a symmetric anomaly. Yeah, hang on. No, there isn't actually. The fact that I got to place 2 digits in that cage makes me wonder, can I actually place some other digit and then I'll know which one of these is the 8 in this domino? But I don't think so. It worked down here because 3 was appearing there, and that's a kind of symmetry breaker. Anyway, okay, I don't think I can do immediately more than that. We get 8 in one of those. What is it? These 3 that can be 4. Ah, it's a real thinker, this puzzle. What on earth is going on? What other digits go in here? I mean, I suppose... You see, there's this problem with all these 4, 6s, 7s and 9s. I am going to colour them. I've decided. Let's see if this does anything. So let's go pink, green, yellow, blue. Now, in this cage, this pair is green and pink because we've had yellow and blue need to go into that cage. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Where does green, all of these digits, no, not all of them. Ah, you see, one of these is a 6 and doesn't go in the 8 cell cages. Oh, maybe this isn't going to help at all. Oh no, look, yellow is there in one of those 2. Yellow is there. Where's the yellow in row 6? It's there. Well, that's quite interesting because it means it's not a 3. And therefore this is the 3 in the box. Well, that's good. Green is there, that must be green. Now, pink is there and there. One of these 2 is pink, so this Is that right? Yeah, this is a 4, 6, 7, 9, 3 group. So we've got pink and 3 in those two. And 1, 2, and 5 do not appear in any of these cells. So they're in these 3, and that one sees 1 and 5 in its column. So that's a 2. Gosh, okay, the colouring was an obvious move, and we should have done it earlier, but I didn't think of it. Right, blue, blue. One of these is blue. What's the other one? What is the other digit here? Because that is 3 and 1 of 4, 6, 7, 9. 2 more of them are there. The fourth one is here, and it's a 1 or a 2, along with, I don't know how to pencil mark this. This is a set of 1, 2, and blue. So I might just have to think about. Now, that means none of 1, 2, and blue can be in this cell, because they all see that. Is that interesting? No. 3 is in one of those two cells in box 4. Yeah, I haven't disambiguated. See, the symmetry is broken because 3s are more helpful than everything else. I can't sort out that 1 and 2. Oh, the digits in this column that we haven't got are 4, 6, 7, and 9, the coloured digits. Is that any use? That one can't be 7 by Sudoku because of the given. Oh, 7 has to go in this cage. Oh, yes, okay. 7 is blue. Hey, come on. 7 is blue because it's the 4, 6, 7, or 9 that goes in those two cells. It's the only place 7 can go in this cage. Since we filled that in, this digit came into its own. So 7 is blue. That gets me one more digit in the puzzle. But also it means one of those two is 7. Out of the other colours, I can remove 7. There we go. They're all from 4, 6, or 9. Have I? Yeah, okay, that looks right. 7 is blue. Can I do any more with 7? In this column, 7 is in one of those two spots. Oh, hang on, that does have an effect on this top cage. Yes. The way that these cages work is quite funny in that we saw earlier, this was a simple example in a way of how the cage geography looks at other cells in strange ways. Like, it's very odd for a 3-cell L-shaped piece that goes through 2 boxes to have an effect on somewhere, but it does because they're all in the same cage. Anyway, the point I'm getting to gradually is that the fact that 7 is in one of those 2 cells means that 7 can't be in either of these two, because if it was in that one, 7 here would be in the same row. If 7 was there, it would be in the same cage. So those two are ruled out as being 7s. We've also got other cells ruled out as being 7s. Those two and those two. So now 7 in this cage has to be either there or there. Can we rule out one of those? That has its own impact in some ways. If 7 has to be in one of those 2 cells, then 7 can no longer be in any of these because they both see those cells. I don't know quite how to use it. Okay, so if 7 was here in row 2, column 6 in this cage, that would be 7, and 7 would be in one of those cells. If it was here, then it's utterly impossible to be in this box at all. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look, this 7 sees those cells. This cell sees all of those. So this can never be 7. That's incredible. Right, this is 7 for that reason. And now 7 in this cage can be written in there, I think. Might as well colour it. and now 7 is in one of these 3. I'm not going to blue those, but anyway. That's not blue. Oh, blue is now looking at this cell, so that's not blue. Or 7. This is the 7. And that previous cell is a 1 or a 2. Am I going to start colouring 1s and 2s? Not quite yet. We'll see if it becomes useful. Oh, where does this digit go in box 8? Because it can't go in its own cage. This is the relationship that is really important with these sort of funny shaped cages. Anyway, that now it can't go there in the column and it can't go there in the cage again. So whatever this is, I am going to colour it now. It's red, is going in one of those 2 cells. If it's a 1, it would have to be there. Okay, let's colour the other cell. I'm going to have to use a shade of something similar. Light blue for the other 1 or 2. And that one's red. Oh, and 1 and 2 are both. I was just wondering if we could place. Yeah, we can put red in one of those 2 cells. I think. Look, this red sees that and those 2. This red sees that. So red can't go in any of those. It does belong in the 39 cage. It can't go there because 2 and 1 are in the column. So these 2 are red and 8. And light blue in this cage now doesn't fit in those cells because they're red and 8. Can't go there, can't go there. This light blue sees all of those, and this ends up being light blue in the top cage. That is amazing. Right. Red is already in the bottom cage. Can we do light blue? No. We've got 3 cells. Oh, well, if light blue was 2, it couldn't go there. And if it was 1, it couldn't go there. No, I can't do that. But, right, let's come back up to this. We've got a 1, 2, 8 triple in the cage. We've got 7. 3 is there. 5 can be placed now. It must be there. Everything else is from 4, 6, 9 and is coloured. Hang on. Oh, no, 6 can't be in the cage because 6 is never in a cage. Oh, sorry, 6 is never in an 8-cell cage. Oh, that's the only missed pencil marking. Right, I was about to take 6 out of this cage, but in a 6-cell cage, 6 does appear. I'm saying the word 6 too many times. Right, these are from 3, 4, 9, and we do have, I was thinking we didn't have enough possible digits to go in here. So, pink is now 4 or 9. It can't be 6. Green can be 6. What I want to do is find another colour, like yellow or green, that will be in this cage and therefore can't be a 6. I don't know, that may be a daft aim. Let's not go with that aim. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 8 are this group of cells. It's been available for a while. That one is 1 or 3 because it sees 2 and 8 in the column. Okay, we basically filled this cage. I mean, yes, there are 2 triples, but we've got everything else. Now, in this cage, we've got 7, 3, 5. There is no 6. The other digits to put in it are 1 and 2, and we've already got red. We need to put light blue in one of these cells. And then 4, 8, and 9. Well, this digit sees a 4, so it is 8 or 9. Oh, that digit sees a 4 as well. Got a lot of colour building in this column. Both blues, yellow and red. No, it's not that good, is it? Okay. This is a tricky puzzle. There's so much going on all the time in it. It's amazing you can build this level of complexity into a killer with no extra rules. Riff Clown's a bloomin' genius. 3 in column 2 is either there or there. So what is it? Pink was constrained. It doesn't have a 6 in. That just means one of those is not a 6. It doesn't mean the other one can't be. 7s. Oh, 7 in box 9 is in one of those 2 cells. So 7 and 8 are getting a bit. 8 can't be here in this bottom cage. So 8 is in one of those 3. Is that interesting? 8 is in one of those 3, and 8's in one of those 2. Let's just think about 8s. Where else don't I know where 8 is in this box? I don't know, actually, that isn't turning out to be very helpful. These are all the possible remaining positions for 8 in boxes where I haven't got it yet. Oh, colours, right. Green, no, I was going to say green must be in one of those 2 cells, but green could be a 4 and be there. I was going to say that this can't be green. In fact, this can't be pink, can it? So it is green or yellow. Is that any use? If it's green, the only place for green in box 2 is the given digit, 4. If it's yellow, then there's those 3. It could still be 4. I was thinking maybe if it's green it's 4 and if it's yellow it's 9, but that's not a conclusion that I'm allowed to draw. If it's green in box 1, it would have to be in those cells. Oh, green still has to get into this cage. No, not necessarily, because green could be 6. I mean, this digit. Oh, pink has to get into this cage, because pink is not a 6. Is that any use? Nearly. If pink was in one of those cells, there'd be an X-wing on pink, and pink in column 6 would have to be there. But that would need this cell filling. What is this? This is 1, 4, or 9. I don't see how to resolve that particularly. Maybe it's geometry. Where does yellow go in box 8? That all depends on whether that is yellow or not. Wow, this is deeply complicated. And it's sort of getting deeper. It's a bit like quicksand, this puzzle. I wonder if quicksand is a real thing. You see it in cartoons. That's 6 or 9. Hang on, is that right? I can write 5 into this column. Oh my goodness, yes, look, I've got those 2 labelled as possible 5s, and then I've put a 5 there. Hadn't seen that, sorry. That's a 5. How are 5s doing? We've got, what is it, 6 of them. 5, yeah, hang on, we can do this. 5 in box 3 is in one of those cells. Why am I not focusing on 5s enough, guys? Come on. 5 is there. Now, I like this. Where is 1 in box 3? It's in one of those cells, but I don't believe it can be here because that sees both red and light blue, which are between them 1 and 2. So that can't be a 1. So 1 is in one of those 2 and is red, and now we know that light blue is 2. 1 is red. Good. That feels like a nice deduction. I'm going to take out the corner mark there. 2 in this box is up there now. I don't know, am I going to get, look, I can do red down here now because of the given 1. It's here. I was about to get rid of the colours for red and light blue so I could focus on the 4, 6, 7, 9 colours, but None of these can be 1 now, so that's a definite 3. This is good. This column seems to be filling in a bit. 2, 5, 2, 8, 5, 3, 6. Well, it is filling in a bit, but then it stops. What about this box? 7, 1, 3, 5. One of these two is a 2. Okay, I'm absolutely not getting rid of light blue and red yet, because I might be able to, yeah, 1 is in this cage, so that's not a 1. 1 is in one of those 2 cells. And one of these 3, oh, and I don't know up here. 2 actually is placed in box 3. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Always the given digits seem a bit harder. That gets me a 5 in the corners. Yeah, for some reason the black digits are a bit harder to spot than the blue ones. I don't know why that is. I just focus less on them. 7 is in one of those 2. 7 is in one of those 2. That's an X-wing. Of course, 7 is sort of dark blue. So now 7 is in one of those 2. And there's another X-wing left behind on 7s. I love how this is coming together. It's so elegant. But I mean, I also love the fact that I haven't got completely bogged down and stuck at some point. Now, green. Oh, I still don't know if that's green or yellow. 5 doesn't have a colour. Yeah. Okay, I am going to get rid of red and blue now. It's time. It's time to do that because they've served their purpose. And now maybe I can focus on these 4, 6, 7, 9 colours. I mean, I'm going well in dark blue. I've got a lot of 7s in the grid. I could even take out the dark blue and then focus a bit more on green, pink and yellow. What do I want to find? Do I want to find somewhere they're all pointing to? Oh, hang on, this cage, that got reduced. There's no 6 in the cage. We've done 3, 5, 7, 1. 2, 4, 8, 9 left to place. That digit, where does it go in box 8? In one of those cells, along with 6. 6 is easy in box 8. I don't know how long that's been available for, because it can't be in the 8-cell cage, so it's there. So now yellow is not 6, and pink is not 6, so green must be 6. Oh, that's been available for a long time. Green is 6, so that is not green. That is yellow now. Now, can I do something with that in box 2? No. It's still in one of those 3 cells. Down here, yellow is in one of those 2. Green is 6. Come on, that must give me something on green. I could colour these green. What am I going to find out? One of those. There. Yes, that's the only place in column 5 for 6. So that's a 9. Now I know yellow is 4 in row 1. This is working. That's a 4-7 pair, isn't it? Must be. And now pink is 9, because that's the last one left over. So this is a 3-9 pair. I don't know the order, that's weird. This is a 6-9 pair. That is not 4. It's green or pink. This is all working though. I'm really confident now. That digit is definitely here, there in box 8, because it mustn't be in the same cage. And therefore it's not 4, so it is 9. What colour's 9? Pink. That goes pink and becomes 9, and then I can place 7 and then 8, and the 7 looks across here, and the 8 doesn't look across anywhere. This has become a 6. It's not pink, it's 6, which is green. That fixes this and this. 9 has to go here in box 3. 6 has to go here, obviously, in box 3. Now I can place the last 6 in the grid. Can I do the 9s? Yes, I haven't coloured that one. There goes 9. Oh, there's one more to tidy up in box 5. It's not there. That's a 3. 3 is not coloured. That is coloured. And 9. All of those original digits, well, I was just about to say, all of those original digits are now done. They're not quite, but anyway. 1, 8, 3 to place here. Let's see, that makes this a 2, 4 pair. This has become 8, which doesn't have a colour. Yeah, the killer cages are basically done, barring 2 little. I can do this digit, it's an 8, barring 2 little pairs that haven't unwound yet. 3 pairs, actually. 8, 6, 3, 7, 9, 5. This one is 2 or 4. I've got a lot of 2s and 4s left. Don't say I'm going to have to do more colouring. It seems unlikely. I feel I've done all the colouring that's going to be necessary in this puzzle. I might be wrong about that, obviously. That can't be 8 in the column. We've got an 8. Okay, yes, look, the whole of column 1 unwinds. And that is going to deal with the 2 4s at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all the colours in the grid because they have done their job. Thank you, colours. You were very helpful today. 1 and 2. I mean, it is amazing. Back in the day, I would never have thought of colouring a puzzle. Not just because you couldn't, but because it would have been so laborious. But the software, good old Sven and Sam, have made this absolutely a wonderful tool. There we go. And RiffClown has made this a wonderful puzzle. That is absolute genius. It's been out there for a couple of years. So this was one of the puzzles recommended by Riff's wife based on ratings. And that is an absolutely correct rating. That is such an interesting puzzle. It shows how long RiffClown has been constructing really quality puzzles for. Well done to the people who rated that. I totally agree with you that that is top quality. Super puzzle. Happy birthday, RiffClown. Thank you, other guys, for watching us on the channel. And hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.